Are you tired of feeling stuck in your career? Do you want to know the secrets of achieving lasting success and rapid growth? Well, in this video, I'll share proven strategies to boost your career growth and take your professional life to the next level, increasing your potential for promotion by up to 38% within the next 12 months. So from building a strong personal brand to networking like a pro, I'll cover it all. Whether you're just starting out or you're looking to transition into a new field, I promise you these actionable steps will help you stay ahead of the curve and achieve your career goals. So watch now and start building the career of your dreams. My name is Chris Baker, and as well as being a leadership development training manager for the Walt Disney Company, you help people like yourself find their future paths. I'm on a mission to discover, develop and nurture the next generation of leaders. So if that's you, I suggest you listen in. What I also want you to do is take a moment to just subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the notification bell so that you get alerted as my new videos come out each week. Now, each week I'm going to share one training video, and it's up to you if you take action. But I'm going to give you the tools that you need. So join me now as we take on the challenge of implementing the strategies that are proven to supercharge career growth. And let's see if you can achieve lasting success. Now, when it comes to achieving lasting success, career growth is actually an essential piece of the puzzle. You know, it's the key to unlocking new opportunities, developing new skills, and ultimately reaching your full potential. Now, let me stop there and say that I believe that we all have unlimited potential. So you may be saying, Chris, if we've got unlimited potential, how am I going to reach my full potential? Well, you're not. But here's the truth, right? Success is not in the destination. Success is in the journey. So it's what you do every single day that is taking you towards the life that you're looking for, that will give you that feeling of satisfaction, that feeling of fulfillment, that you're living a purposeful, meaningful life. Does that sound like something that you want? Good. So let's go on. So the next question is, how do we achieve growth? You know, what strategies can we use to take our careers to that next level? Well, one of the biggest challenges that people face in their careers is that lack of direction. They don't necessarily know where they want to go. And even if they do, they're not sure how to get there. You know, they may feel like they're just going through the motions. It's what I call drifting, right? They're drifting through life, going from one day to the next and saying, sooner or later, something's going to drop on my lap, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that hope is not a good strategy, my friends. You know, very, very, very few people just get an opportunity drop out of the sky onto their lap and it takes them to success. Doesn't happen. All right. So what are you going to do about it? You know, you need to find that clear sense of purpose and then have goals. You know, how many of you watching have got goals? You know, if you have, pop it in the comments and below. Let me know what your goals are for the next year, right? Or the next quarter, or the next 5 years. What is the vision of what you want your life to look and feel like in 15, 20, 30 years? You may not even be thinking that far ahead. You may be saying, Chris, you know what? I just want to get through the next year. Great. But you still got to take time to understand the direction of where you want your life to go. And that is going to be the barometer that is going to help you with your decision-making process as you move towards it. If you don't have that clear sense of a vision and goals, it can lead to a feelings of stagnation and frustration. You know, again, how many of you out there are feeling like you're just going through the motions, feeling that nobody cares about you, right? That you don't know what direction to take or how you're going to get on. And therefore you sort of slip maybe into that life of mediocrity and average. Not a good place to be, especially if you want to be a next generation leader. Yeah, that's why my channel is called Stand Up Leaders, because if you want to be it, you have to stand up and claim it, because nobody is going to drop it in your lap and say, there you go, here's a leadership position for you. Go and make it work. You know, another challenge may be the presence of skill gaps. You know, as industries evolve and new technologies emerge, it's essential to stay up to date with the latest skills and knowledge. Otherwise, we risk being left behind. So let me ask you this. What are you doing to further your knowledge? Now, if you're watching this channel, then I could say, well, at least you're doing something there, and you're listening to somebody who, knows what they're talking about, somebody who's done it, somebody who trains leaders every single day of his life. But what else are you doing? You know, I'm 58 years old and I'm towards the twilight of my career. Right, but that doesn't stop me. I'm actually just enrolled, and I'm going through a 10-week Cornell University certificate on innovation strategies. Why? Because I want to keep learning. I want to keep growing. I want to be an innovator. Right, my life is not over. I want to keep growing. I want to keep learning, because that is what keeps me young. That is what keeps me ahead of the curve. You know, another area is maybe limited networking opportunities. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go out and you do meet and greets with people just for the sake of it. You've got to network with a purpose. So when you network, what do you want to achieve? What impression do you want to leave that person with of you? Right? What do you want to take away from that person? These relationships are what is going to hold you back. Now, we know that people may not have the access to the right resources, and that makes it difficult sometimes to advance our careers. You know, sometimes there is self-doubt and what we call the imposter syndrome. You know, am I good enough? Am I worthy? Yes, you are. You are definitely worthy. But if you are saying those things to yourself, and if you're questioning yourself, if you've got doubt about your ability and about your potential, everybody else will have that same doubt. All right. So you need to get rid of that, or turn that imposter syndrome into a driving factor to make you more desirable in the marketplace. All right. You can question your abilities for sure. You can second guess your decisions for sure. But don't just let it stop there. Right? As you question those decisions, really analyze it and look down and say, what are all these options that I've got? And what is the decision that I'm going to make that is going to take me towards that destination that I've set myself? So to overcome these challenges, we need to focus on proven strategies that drive career growth. So the first step, as I sort of highlighted a little earlier or alluded to it, is to set goals for ourselves. You know, what do we want to achieve in our careers? What skills do we want and need to develop? What kind of impact do we want to make on the world? By setting specific, measurable, attainable goals, we can create a roadmap for our success. Now, another strategy, and one that many people are not great at, is to seek out mentorship. Right? Find a mentor. Now, a mentor is not a coach. They're not going to train you on what to do, but they are a sounding board. They're somebody who has done what it is that you want to achieve, right? Or had the success levels that you want to achieve. They're maybe a couple of steps ahead of you on their career journey. So a mentor is somebody that is going to challenge your thought process, that is going to make you think about your decisions and why you're doing what you're doing and why you're deciding to do what you're doing, so that you can make sure and determine that you're on the right track. Now, whether that's a formal mentor or an informal network of colleagues, peers, friends, family, it doesn't matter, right? It's unique to you. But the thing is, having those people around you who can guide and support you will make all the difference. Now, Jim Rohn says we become the average of the 5 people we associate with the most. So there's your first point. Look at that and say, who do you associate with the most? right? Are they the sort of people that you want to emulate? Right? Are they the type of people that will lift you up and help you move towards your goal? Or are they ones that will hold you back? Now, I'm not suggesting here that you just disassociate with anybody that you determine is going to hold you back. But they are not the type of people that you want to be discussing your career growth and your plans and your personal growth with, because they don't understand it. All right, so choose those people wisely. You know, we can always focus on that continued learning. As I mentioned earlier, I'm always looking to do something and learn something. Right? John Maxwell, my mentor, says that when we stop learning, we stop growing, we might as well quit, because what else is there? You know, stay up to date with the latest trends and developments in your industry, right? Or in the career path that you want to go in. What's happening? What's going on? And you know what? We've got the internet now. It's such a resource, a wide resource of information and tools available on there that you can find anything you want. Right now, don't just take the first thing that you see. Make sure you analyze it, compare it, and that you're choosing the right thing for you. Now, I mentioned earlier, you can take courses. You know, there's plenty of courses online. You can attend conferences or even read books, articles, or listen to podcasts. Right? There is so much available to you. And build that strong network. Right? Not only people that you connect with on places like LinkedIn. You know, I'm not talking about TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, unless that's the sort of market and people that you want to emulate, of course. But how are you building that strong network? How are you connecting with people? How are you staying in contact? Foster those meaningful relationships and make sure they are people that can help you to grow. Now, again, I can attest to the power of these strategies from my own personal experience. As I have grown my career with Disney and outside of Disney, I've leveraged all of these things. You know, I have a mentor, both within Disney and outside of Disney, and they help me just keep grounded, right? But also they challenge me. Now, John Maxwell has a law called the law of the rubber band, and basically it's saying that we will only grow when we're stretched. And what he means by that is, you look at a rubber band, when a rubber band is under pressure, under tension, it's very useful, right? If it's not under tension, what use is a rubber band? Nothing. So you need to stretch yourself. You need to have these goals. You need to be moving towards something. You probably need to be failing a little bit. Right? Because if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. So as you fail, as you try new things and you stretch, you will fail. But failure is only final when you quit. So how do you learn from those failures? Right? How do you review them, reflect on them? How do you then re-strategize and then go again, applying what you've learned from the failure? That's a huge key to your success. All right. Now, as I say, I attend courses, I attend conferences, I read, I listen to podcasts. I have conversations with people that are more knowledgeable than I am. I want to keep stretching myself. You know, I've made a conscious effort to build that network. I am naturally a more reserved person. If I go to a party, I'll be the one in the corner, sat having a drink on my own and eating something, not really wanting to talk to anybody. But if you want to grow your career, you can't be like that. You have to put yourself out there, right? Not in an obtrusive sort of arrogant way, but just in a way that people get to know you, what you stand for, and what value you can bring to them and the organization. You know, I've built that network. I connect with people that can add value to me and that I can add value to them. Right now, as a result of that, I was able to accelerate my career and achieve, you know, pretty successful career to date. And I've still got about another 7 or 8 years at least left to keep adding value and making a difference. You know, now to give you that example, I've landed my dream job now as a leadership training manager at Disney, where I get to work with aspiring leaders, with new leaders, with senior leaders and executives every single day, helping them to grow, helping them to develop, helping inspire them to inspire others to make a difference. I'm making a meaningful impact in my industry inside of Disney. I'm looking to do that outside. That's why I created this YouTube channel for the next generation leaders. That's why I'm on a mission to discover, develop and nurture that next generation of leaders, just like you are. I want to help you make a difference. Now, looking back, I realized that it was the implementation of these strategies that really made all the difference. Before that, I was pretty successful in the sales and management, but I wasn't really fulfilling my purpose, and I wasn't living what I would call a meaningful life and making a difference every day that I do now. So in conclusion, achieving lasting success in our careers requires a deliberate focus on growth and development. Now, the truth is, unfortunately, most companies do not invest in leadership development. All right. It's sad, but it's true, and it's wrong. I'm fortunate that my company does, but that's why you need to invest in yourself. And invest doesn't necessarily need to be a lot of money, right? It's time, it's effort, it's commitment. But you need to have that deliberate focus on your growth and your development. Setting clear goals, seeking mentorship, applying continuous learning and building that network can overcome the challenges that hold us back. It will help you to move towards living your potential. So here's the takeaway. I encourage you to take action, to start implementing these strategies in your own career now and see the impact it can have. If you haven't watched my last video on prioritizing and scheduling, on the priority quadrant, on the time management, go back and watch it. And in the description below, there's a link that you can download your free PDF copy of the document. And start working through it. Take control of your life, take control of your destiny, and be the leader that you want to become. So thanks for watching. And listen, if you've had a similar experience with career growth, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Also be sure to check out the upcoming videos on personal growth and development, where we'll discuss even more strategies on how you can accelerate your career. And I promise you, if you apply these, it will give you up to a 38% or even more increased potential of achieving a leadership position or promotion within the next 12 months. So thanks for watching. My name's Chris Baker. I'll see you soon.